In a quiet suburban neighborhood lived a small, peaceful family: Ethan, Lisa, and their 9-month-old baby Sam. Their home was warm, full of laughter, and filled with the cheerful chatter of a clever African Grey Parrot named Cookie. Cookie wasn't just any parrot. He was curious, talkative, and surprisingly sensitive. Ever since baby Sam was born, Cookie had grown deeply attached to him. He would sit by the crib tilting his head to watch every little movement, like a tiny guardian with feathers. Lisa often joked, "I think Cookie's jealous of me. He runs to Sam faster than I do when the baby cries." And it was true. Whenever Sam began to cry, Cookie would flap his wings and call out in a sweet, worried tone, "Don't cry, Sam. Mommy's coming." He had learned that phrase from Lisa herself, who said it dozens of times every day. Soon, Sam began to smile each time he heard Cookie's voice. Their bond was something pure, a friendship between innocence and loyalty. The family used to laugh and say, "We don't need a babysitter. We already have one with feathers." One cold winter night, Lisa stayed up late. Ethan was still at work, and the baby was fast asleep in his crib. She turned on a small electric heater in the nursery to keep the room warm, then lay down on the couch to rest. Cookie perched quietly nearby, half asleep but watchful. Hours passed. Then, without warning, the heater began to spark. Tiny flashes of orange lighting up the dark room. Within seconds, part of the rug caught fire, and smoke began to rise, spreading silently. Sam stirred and started to cry, but the storm outside drowned out his tiny voice. Only Cookie noticed. Cookie let out a sharp screech. He flew to the crib and flapped his wings wildly, shouting in panic, "Mommy, Mommy, Sam cry, Sam cry." Lisa didn't wake up at first, so Cookie did something he had never done before. He darted straight toward her face and beat his wings against her cheeks, squawking at the top of his lungs. Lisa jolted awake, confused. Then she saw the smoke. Her heart dropped. She ran toward the nursery, coughing as the smell of burning carpet filled the air. Flames were starting to spread up the wall, and Sam was crying in fear. Cookie was flying above him, circling, crying out as if trying to protect him. Lisa grabbed her baby and ran out of the house. Cookie followed, landing on her shoulder, trembling and covered in ash, still repeating, "Sam, okay, Sam, okay." Within minutes, firefighters arrived and put out the blaze. When one of them asked who had alerted her, Lisa pointed to the small gray bird on her shoulder, feathers scorched, eyes tired but alive. Tears filled her eyes as she whispered, "He did. Cookie saved my baby." The firefighters were moved. One of them said softly, "He wasn't just making noise. He knew exactly what he was doing." Lisa noticed then that part of Cookie's right wing was burned. He had gotten too close to the fire while trying to protect Sam. Days passed and Cookie slowly recovered. Every time Sam saw him, he giggled and reached out his tiny hands, as if to thank him in his own baby way. Ethan built Cookie a new, larger cage with a small golden plaque that read, "Cookie, our family's guardian." From that night on, Cookie refused to sleep anywhere except near Sam's crib. And every evening, as the house grew quiet, he would softly repeat the words that had once saved a life. "Sam, okay, Mommy's coming, Cookie here." It was as if his little heart had made a promise to never close his eyes until he knew his tiny friend was safe. Please leave a like on this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to The Gentle Bond for more incredible true stories of love, loyalty, and the magic that happens when a pet becomes family.